Imagine a massive steel cable pulled to its absolute breaking point. It doesn't vibrate, it doesn't hum, it doesn't scream under the tension. It is perfectly, terrifyingly still. To the untrained eye, it looks peaceful, but the engineer knows the truth, that stillness is the result of two titanic, opposing forces cancelling each other out. One wrong move, one extra ounce of pressure, and that calm cable will snap with enough force to cut through solid rock. This is the eerie calm. It is not the absence of energy, it is the total, terrifying management of it. In the high-stakes theatre of human survival, we are conditioned to look for the noise, the aggressive shouting, the frantic weeping, the visible panic. We think that's where the power is. But the fate observer knows better. We know that the most dangerous entity in any room is the one whose pulse hasn't changed while the world is burning down. Their calm is a kinetic shield. It is a sovereign state of the soul that refuses to be invaded by the chaos of the masses. Today, we perform a deep tissue scan on the unshakable monolith. We are here to decode why absolute composure is the ultimate weapon in the game of human destiny. To understand this sub-zero composure, we must first map the internal geopolitics of the nervous system. Most people are atmospheric engines. They react to every change in the weather of their environment. If the world is hot, they overheat. If the world is cold, they freeze. Their internal state is a vassal state, ruled by external events. But the eerily calm have declared neural independence. They have built a sovereign fortress where the Limbic Horde, the primitive tribes of rage and fear, has been systematically disarmed and integrated into a high-order command. When a crisis strikes, most brains experience a tectonic shift. The ground falls out from under their logic, and they fall into the abyss of reaction. But the unshakable monolith has a different machinery of destiny. Their brain performs a cold fusion of the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. They aren't suppressing their emotions. They are processing them at a speed that renders them invisible. They have reached escape velocity from the gravitational pull of panic. Let us dissect the first layer of this frozen landscape, the masked Centurion. This is calm as a performance. You see it in the high-pressure negotiator or the surgeon standing over an open chest. This is what behavioral scientists call deep acting. On the surface, they are the frozen lake, smooth, reflective, and still. But beneath that surface, the turbines of the ego are spinning at 10,000 RPM. They are using 100% of their neural currency to maintain the equilibrium. This is the silent siege of the identity. Every muscle fiber is a border guard, tasked with preventing a single flinch. They are the architect of the poker face. This level of calm is a gasping engine of willpower. It is magnificent, but it is expensive. They are the burning titan, sacrificing their internal peace to maintain external sovereignty. They are dangerous because you cannot read their battle plan. They have turned their face into a no-fly zone for information. You are fighting a ghost who refuses to show you where it bleeds. As we descend further into the permafrost of the soul, we encounter a more unsettling calm, the abyssal survivor. This is calm as a survival mechanism. In the lab, we see this in the hollowed-out heroes, those who have walked through the valley of shadow for so long that they no longer feel the heat of the fire. Their composure isn't a choice, it is a systemic hardening. Their nervous system has undergone a thermal hardening process. After a certain threshold of trauma or high-stakes exposure, the brain's emotional thermostat simply breaks. They have achieved emotional zero point. This is the dorsal vagal shutdown disguised as stoic peace. They are the ghost of the battlefield. They can look at a catastrophe with the same neutral gaze they would use to look at a grocery list. They are the unblinking eye. This calm is terrifying because it lacks human resonance. When you look into their eyes, you don't see a reflection. You see a black hole that swallows your own panic. They are the silent engine of fate that continues to grind forward even when the fuel of hope has run dry. They are the numb god. And they are dangerous because they have forgotten how to flinch. But now, the air in our psychological laboratory turns razor sharp. We are leaving the victims of the quiet and entering the domain of the masters of the storm. Level 3 is the cold strategist. This is calm as a high-performance tool. These are the elite architects of reality. While the world is drowning in a tsunami of stimulus, the strategist is sitting on the shore, analyzing the wave patterns. They possess high vagal tone, the sovereign command of the vagus nerve. This is the brake system of the human soul. While everyone else's engine of destiny is redlining into a limbic meltdown, the strategist has their foot on the brake, keeping the neural RPMs in the sweet spot of peak performance. They don't see a crisis, they see a logic puzzle. When a world war breaks out in the office, or a tectonic shift happens in a relationship, they don't react, they calculate. They treat their own emotions as external radio interference and simply tune the dial back to the mission frequency. They are the stealth turbine running so perfectly, so efficiently, that they don't even create heat. They are dangerous because they are the only ones in the room with operational clarity. While you are blinded by the fog of fear, they are looking through infrared sight. They see your weak points, they see the exit ramps, and they see the kinetic turn before it ever happens. They are the puppet masters of the moment. Finally, we reach the apex of the psychological mountain. Level 4, the predator's stillness. This is calm as a weapon of war. This is the unmoving shadow. In the natural world, loudness is a sign of defensive posturing. The cobra hisses, the dog barks, the human screams. These are signals of insecurity, desperate attempts to look larger than they are. But the apex has no need for acoustic posturing. Their calm is a predatory vacuum. When they walk into a room and refuse to mirror your frantic energy, they are asserting total dominance. They are the unshakable anchor in a sea of human driftwood. By remaining eerily calm while you are aggressively agitated, they are performing a neural hijack on you. Your brain is hardwired for reciprocity. When they refuse to give it, your self-correction subsystem goes into a death spiral. You start to talk more to fill the void. You start to leak strategic secrets just to get a reaction. You start to devalue your own position because their immovable composure makes your dynamic reaction look like weakness. Their calm is a surgical scalpel that cuts through your social armor. They are the obsidian wall. They don't need to strike you. They just wait for you to exhaust yourself by throwing your emotional weight against their infinite stillness. They are the sovereign of the void, and they have already won because they are the only ones who didn't lose the battle of the self. The laboratory of the mind is closing, and the transmission of fate is nearly complete. We have mapped the 4 levels of the frozen soul. We have seen that calm is not a state of peace, but a statement of power. The question that now echoes in the citadel of your conscience is this: when the tectonic plates of your life begin to shift, who is in control of your internal machinery? Are you the gasping engine of reaction, or are you the sovereign architect of the eerie calm? The ancient Stoic masters understood that the world is a chaos factory. They didn't try to stop the factory. They built an inner citadel that was soundproof and blast-resistant. Marcus Aurelius, the titan of composure, taught us the art of ataraxia, the state of being unperturbed. This isn't about being quiet, it's about being solid. It's about objective representation, looking at a catastrophe and seeing only material in motion. If you want to ascend to the level of the strategist, You must master the breath of the sovereign. In the moment of kinetic stress, when the Limbic Horde is screaming at the Tainum gates, you must inhibit the signal. You must realize that your reaction is the only thing the world can actually own of you. If you give them your calm, you have given them your soul. But if you hold the line, you are the king of the mountain. Next time the world tries to provoke you into a dance of chaos, don't move, don't flinch. Just observe the friction with the cold curiosity of a cosmic judge. Be the eerily calm anomaly that makes the predators nervous. If this manifesto of composure has ignited the blue flame of neural independence within you, and you are ready to become the unshakable monolith of your own destiny, leave a single mark, a period, in the comments below. It is our protocol of the still. It is the silent vow that you will no longer be a puppet of the moment. Master your calm, and you will master the game of ghosts. The fate observer is watching. Class dismissed.